Welcome everyone again to our Flourish Legacy team meeting. Sheila here, and I'm excited, of course. I'm so excited that you all are here. We have been, during this last few weeks before the year ends, we've really tried to reorientate our minds so that we can have the right mindset in investing, and that we could also benefit from the power of investing together. You know, one thing that I do understand is you could be in a group, but still not enjoy the power of investing together if all of you don't share the same mindset. That's why with everything that has happened within this year, we felt the need to really come together for those who are willing and ready to just start renewing our mind on having the right mindset, so that as we move into 2023, we're moving in with the right mind, and then we are ready to embrace the power of leverage, how we can really invest in different opportunities together so that we can meet our goals. And so one of the things that we've been looking at the last 4 weeks is we've been going through the habits of highly effective people in our learn section. Every meeting we have a learn and an earn section. And the learn is the educating of our mind, our character, our disciplines. And then the earn section will be looking at the investment part of our portfolio, anything that we need to highlight. And then at the end, we will answer questions and give help to anyone who needs any kind of practical help. So again, I would like us to start with a quote. This time, this quote is by Robert Kiyosaki. He is a very prolific investor, multimillionaire, and he is the one who wrote the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And this is his quote. He's a big crypto person, and he believes that if you're not invested in the blockchain crypto space, it's crazy not to be involved in it. That's his mindset. But he's not only a crypto and blockchain investor, he is really he invests in real estate and different things. So this is his general mindset on investing. And he says that, let me get this out of the way. He said, if investing sounds like something you like to explore, then do everything in your power to educate yourself about every deal you consider. It's the only surefire way to reduce your risk and increase your odds for success. Then he says, knowledge conquers fear. Only action overcomes pain. This is very powerful. Knowledge conquers fear, but only action overcomes pain. Because sometimes we can know what we know, but if we never take action, then it's not going to overcome any pain that we're feeling. You know, we're not going to get to our goals if we don't take any action. So knowledge in itself is not enough, is what he's saying. And so what he's saying is what we are doing. And sometimes when you are involved in different investments and you have a busy schedule, many of us are working long hours, we have families, and so we're very busy. And sometimes the time it takes to do the research that you need for your investment might not be there if you were just doing it by yourself. So that is the power of leverage. Today, we have been looking at 3 habits so far. I don't know let me go back and see if anyone can remember the habits we have been looking at before I put it up on the screen. Can anyone put either you unmute yourself and tell me one or two of the habits you know, or you put it in the chat. What are the 3 habits we have looked at so far? of highly effective people. Um, anyone remember any of them? Miss Mariba, can you guess any of the habits we'll be looking at?
I just typed in consistency.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't look at the chat.
That's okay. Or focus.
Focus. Yes. So that was the habit 3 last week. It was putting first things first. Yes. Focus. Putting first things first. Very good. I know, Isata, you have not been here the last few times, correct? Go ahead and unmute.
No, I haven't.
Yeah. So I challenge you to catch the recordings. They're on our YouTube channel, and I'll post the links in the chat. I think it'll be extremely beneficial. I really hope that it brings value to you. I think it does, because even me just teaching it is helping me in what we're doing. So the 3 habits we've looked at so far is being proactive, taking ownership. And I think that's what Robert Kiyosaki is talking about. Knowledge is not enough, but taking action is important. So when you take action, you take ownership. The second habit is begin with the end in mind, meaning you have to have a vision of what you want to achieve. So a lot of us say we want financial freedom, but have you given your financial freedom a number? Right? What is that number that when you reach, you know that you have attained financial freedom? Is it 200,000 a year? Is it 1,000 a day? Is it 5,000 a week? What is that number? And that is what it means by begin with the end in mind. You have to know what it is that you want to achieve, and then start working from the end backwards. Because if you don't do that, then you would not know when you have arrived at, and you will never arrive at, your goal. So our challenge was write it down. We're moving to a new year, what that number is, and then you can break it down into smaller chunks of when you want to achieve it. The last one, which Ms. Mariba talked about, was put first things first, priorities. Okay. And I even created this mnemonic to help us remember. It sounds silly, peanut butter and fish. Sounds silly, but I think it will help us remember. P for being proactive, begin with the end in mind for B, and then first things first. Okay, peanut butter and fish. Okay, peanut butter and fish. Okay, you can think about that. Okay, so these 3 habits, remember we talked about when we come to any new skill we're trying to develop, we always come being dependent. No matter what, even when you started a new job, you go there being dependent. Then you learn some things, you create some habits that allow you to be independent. And then once you're independent, you develop some skills that allow you to be interdependent, to work as a team. We all know, even when we look at our workplace, the goal for any organization is that we have our teams working together because of the power of leverage. And so the same thing when we're looking at our investment community here, is that we come here, many of us came into the crypto space being dependent. And so we have to create some skills, learn some things so that we can become independent. And with these 3 things that we have talked about, all of them is very private. It's you doing it, no one sees you doing it, but the results will be evident because you will become independent. So now we're moving to, now that you're independent with these habits, what are some of these habits we need to have so that we can be interdependent? Okay. And so the fourth one is think win-win. And this is one that, again, I'll put it out to everyone who is listening, is how can us investing together as a group be a win-win situation? What does win-win mean? Win-win just means that it profits me and it profits you. Both of us are not losing. If I get into this investment, if I get into this deal, it benefits me and it benefits you. When you succeed, I succeed. It's a win-win. My progress means your progress, win-win, right? So that's when we look, habits of highly effective people is that they're always wanting to create opportunities where there is that win-win. There's no, it is obvious that when you grow, my investment grows because you all are part of my team. When you grow, those that are under you grow, they are part of your team, and it grows your investment. When we all grow, our investments grow. So it's a win-win situation. What other things can you think about when you think about investing as a group? What are some of the things that could be a win-win situation? How can investing together as a group be a win-win situation?
Well, like you said, investing together can be a win-win because, I mean, everybody will gain something from it eventually. Yeah, that's.
Mm-hmm. So what is it that we, let me see if I can rephrase the question so I could better communicate. Yeah, so we all win together.
Mhm.
What are the things that will happen for us to win together?
Working together as a team.
Very good. Yes. Absolutely.
And,
Working together. And why do you say working together as a team will cause us to win together?
Because say how do I put it now? I mean, let's say it's just like you say, you and I decide to say, I mean, let's buy this this mansion, right? For us to get it, you and I have to work as a team. Either, we say, you put this in, I put this in for us to be able to, the house is not going to get itself to us without doing anything.
Yeah.
Oops, weird.
Mhm.
No, who's not muted. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, and alongside that, and yeah, it's just us putting together whatever we can in order to obtain the results that we want. That's basically just what I mean by working together as a team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good.
If I may add as well to what my dear sister just said, I think it becomes sustainable the more people you have within the team. If it's just one or two people and they're the ones that are putting everything in, it's harder for the team to go. But the more people you have, the more you're working together, makes it more likely for you to achieve your goal because it's more sustainable.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's so well said. Absolutely. More sustainable. Working together, more sustainable. Because, sometimes we might only think now, but I like what my sister Isato said. She said, if we want to buy a house, if we want to buy some big property, who says that as a group we cannot buy this big property? But we are never going to trust each other or have the integrity to come and buy a big property if we cannot invest in a hypernation package that costs 400 USDT. You understand what I mean? It starts from somewhere. It starts from a small investment, and we grow together. We win together. We lose together. We don't fight each other. We just move together and learn from our mistakes, and then continue to grow the investment group until we are talking bigger and bigger and bigger deals. That's why it's, I've always been very, very sensitive or protective of our team, for us not to let our pain fight each other, right? Don't let our disagreement, our hurt, our losses be a stone that we put on each other, because our strength, our win-win is the group. Investments will go up and down, but the group still stays the same. So those are great answers. Those are great answers to the win-win. But for the win-win to work, there has to be some kind of integrity that has been built by self-leadership, taking ownership of the decisions, being proactive in our decisions that we make, knowing what we want, understanding our risk level, putting the first things first, knowing what is most important, and then working together as a team in the win-win situation. There has to be maturity, knowing that in the investment world, there are gonna be wins and there are gonna be losses. So the question is not whether you will have losses. The question is, how do you manage? How do you have a risk management strategy for that? I was talking to one of my sisters, I think Miss Teresa, I don't know if she's still on the call. We're looking at one of her investments.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh yes, remember you told me what your risk strategy was in
Yes.
hibernation. Do you want to share that?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Lynn. I love
Well,
that. Uh-huh.
as we have attended a couple of meetings,
Oh, Miss Teresa,
let's
your network is in and out. Uh-oh. Hello?
That doesn't mean because we got beaten, we can't, Okay, can you hear me? Yeah,
We
can you
can
hear
hear
me?
you now. Try again.
Oh boy. Can you hear me?
We can hear you
What's
now.
wrong with this?
Hello?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
So, yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so I should have always, from when we started this journey, she always said, let us strategize, we should not give up. When you got beaten once, you don't want to get beaten twice. So you just got to watch your surroundings. So like I was telling Sheila, I said, I joined Hypernation because of the incentive. We don't know how long that's going to last. But when we were in Hypervise, we were just looking at the big money. We don't, we don't transfer our money somewhere else. We just sit down there and calculate and say, okay, well, 1 year from now, I'm going to collect this, which that's all is the unknown. So my strategy, when I joined Hypernation, I think I joined Hypernation. Today's the 15th. I think I joined it November 13 or 14. So I told my sister, I said, my goal is to take out my money first. And so today I look at my money, what I put in, because I took the 4,800, I have exact 1,008, which is what I get from 7% daily. So as I was telling Sheila, I'm going to take that money out and I will transfer it to my other investment until I reach my goal of what I want to invest in the other investment. And then once I collect my money, I will still collect, but this time, instead of putting the entire money, let me be calculating it in my brain that I will never see, which is not, I mean, it's not guaranteed. I would take my 500 and rebuy with the 500 every month. Because, that way, once you get your initial money out, anything you get after that, it is profit. If you can make profit and get 2,000 out of your money and everything drops, you're still not a loser. So I when I listen, I just, every day my brain is working. And I talk to a couple of Caucasian people. And as we know, they are very successful when it comes to investment. They do not put their egg in one basket. The group that I am right now, some of them are in hypervast, but they didn't sit. They went and start looking around to find out where else can they dip their hands and start making little change. Mm-hmm. And that's what we have to do. I know for us, once we got beaten once, oh no, they're lying, we can't do this, we can't do that. But for me, looking at hypervast, I felt bad for them because they were duped. This time, instead of them duping the system actually wrote them out. So it is not really their fault. They lost a lot of money. That's why in this country, when they start anything, they will let it loose until they start seeing people are messing up, then they start tightening up. So the people that come in at the back end, they're the one that will suffer the consequences, which that's what, for us that came in, we suffered it. But that's not going to stop me if somebody said there's an investment over there. All you can do is just listen. Like my sister and I, there's an investment company called RAD Diversified. I don't know if anybody has heard about it. So I just picked up the phone and I called, and then all of them start calling me. Right there, that was a red flag. So my sister asked them two questions. The way they were answering it right there, we said, hell no. Hell no. Because like my sister said, if this is really true, this boy should be fluent in what he's telling us. And then there's another one for real estate. We spoke to the lady. So we are looking. Since I spoke to those white people, I don't sit. We are looking. So the real estate also, we have checked on it. We have done everything. It's not good. Anywhere you can get return every day or every week, stay there. Because if they're giving you every day, if they give it today, you didn't get it tomorrow, you can ask question right away. Mm-hmm. If you get it every week, you didn't get it the Friday, you can ask question. But something that's up the air, you don't know what you're going to make in 6 months, you don't know what you're going to make the next day, don't even look. But do your due diligence to check it out yourself. I know we depend on the Sheilas because they are the one that spend time to look, but at the same time, put your efforts in it, because once you investigate, you will make up your own mind and learn. Like, I'm so proud of myself now. I transfer my sister money from Hypervast to Hypercosmos. So we are a team. I said, I am going to learn. What I don't know, I will actually learn. But the goal is to learn how to do these things yourself. And the brain, my brain works now every day, because I'm going to withdraw my 1,000 tomorrow and let it start rolling back again.
Yes, and just imagine that you joined Hypernation in November, guys, and you're withdrawing 1,000 in less than in about a month. Yes. So that's huge. That's huge. And you said a few things. One, you're looking. It comes with a kind of maturity. There's a balance between courage and consideration. Courage meaning that if at first you don't succeed, try again. And consideration, looking at where you can put your money to work for you, right? And again, it's not about Sheila or the Sheilas, because the Sheilas also need everyone else. You know, as Ms. Moriba said, that, you know, if it's just depending on 2 people or 3 people, it's not sustainable. We all want to come together. So I'm so excited that you have even told me more, Ms. Teresa, than I knew. I'll be reaching out to you to find out, you know, the different opportunities that you're in, and we'll be looking at them together and seeing how we can bring them to the group if they are good opportunities, you see. So again, for a win-win situation to happen for us, we have to have that integrity, we have to have maturity. And the last one, which is my favorite, we have to have that abundant mindset. I always say what we have lost is nothing compared to what is available for us to gain. Do you all believe that? You know, like,
That is true. And
it's
Absolutely.
and Sheila, one thing I have seen as a team, because my sister Catherine, she's on the line. We work as a team. I'm always giving up, and she's the one that's pushing me. She said, "If Sheila them can do it, you can do it. You learn this stuff." I said, "Oh, you're pushing me to learn, but you know what?" So there, but she really, because I was angry. I said, "I'm not doing it." She said, "Teresa, look at it this way. Look at it this way." So I'm very grateful that I did listen to her and join Hypernation.
very good, very good. I hope that we'll get a lot more people who would think that way, because they're different. You know how we always say it's always good to be first in that investment. That is Hypernation for us. It gives us the opportunity to be first in line. Forget what other things happened in the past. You are first in line in this investment. All right. And this is not just about Hypernation. It's about looking at things from a different angle. That happens when we work together, right? Consideration and courage.
I'm
That,
Sheila.
yes. Yes, it's
How are
Catherine.
you?
I'm
Yes,
good. Yes, you had something to say?
yes. I want
Yes.
to thank myself for being proud of myself. Because for one, we were upset. Everybody's upset the same way. But I took a U-turn and said, I can sit and be upset for the rest of my life or do something. And that's exactly what I did. And when I put my money, and I told my sister, thank you for listening. I said, you either put your money, I said, either you go with me or you stay, because me, I'm going. Wherever Hyper is going, I'm following them. My money is in the air, it will come down one day. I said, they said, go nation, go nation. So I went first and then she followed. Now she taking 1,000. She need to give me that money because it was my mouth that put it in. Okay. Yeah, that's 1,000 belongs to me because I did all the talking. I pushed her in there. I said, let's put our money and see what happens. So I'm
Yes.
very grateful. So everybody need to learn that it's not anybody's fault. It's our own fault. I always tell my friend, I'm my own problem because everything happening to me is my own. They say, I did, yeah, I like that. I'm
Uh,
my own problem because I went to national or I went to hypervise. Hypervise never came looking for me. Or if they did, they didn't ask me to join. I joined. So my
yeah,
money is still there. I don't know where it is, but I'll get it somehow. It's coming. As long as the business is still open, we still got hope that it will come down to Hypernation, Hypercosmos, Hypermay, Hyperjump, January, whatever it is, we'll get it. So just stay with the group. Don't leave, please. It's
absolutely.
don't leave. I mean, it might sound crazy, but I'm telling you the truth. Stay, put your money in Nation and see if you can start collecting little. I got $500 now that I'll take next month myself. That somebody still don't have penny in there because they refuse. They still complaining, where's their money? Your money is, they just delayed withdrawal, but it's there. The money is still there somewhere,
Absolutely.
right? That's what I believe. They
And
didn't close. The business did not close. The money is sitting somewhere.
yes, thank you.
They're working on it. So let's just wait. It's not Sheila's fault. She too put her money in there. I'd put my money in there too. This is everybody. It's a group thing. So let's stay with the group and collect the money. Or else they're going to eat your money if you leave. So I'm not going to leave. I'm going to collect my money.
Amen. That's thank you, Ms. Catherine, for
Okay, Dad.
that And that
Oh,
encouraged.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's finish. Let's finish up. I'm looking at my time. Let's finish up, and then I'll open it up for questions at the end. So the abundance mindset. I kind of wanted us to think about this a little bit. That whatever we have lost so far, we have more to gain. There is so much more money to be made. So having that abundance mindset will have us have that win-win situation. So now, what action can we take with what we know? What action can we take? I sent out a notice. Some of you might have missed it, but this is your chance to get back to me. I really would like you to send me a message this week, letting me know what are some things that you would like to learn, and what are some things that you can help teach us, so that as we plan next year, you will not just be hearing from me, but you'll be hearing from each other, which will be better, because we will now build an army. This will be an investment. You know, when people know that we have a team, an investment community, then we start getting into conversations and places that we never were invited to before. It's the community, it's the group. As an individual, there are some tables that you will never be invited to. But as a group, there are some tables that we will be privy to, right? And people will want to come talk to us. So I want us to build our team in that fashion. And it means that there are people that you have association with. Invite them to team meetings, invite them to the leadership groups, invite them to participate, just like Catherine encouraged her sister. Invite them to participate in the different investment opportunities. And I'm going to show you where to find all the different investment opportunities that we have so far. There are some that will be considered next year down the line. From the responses I've had so far, some of the things that some of our members want to know, want to learn, is real estate. And one of them, I want to know how we can invest in real estate without having $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 in the bank. It's possible with blockchain. We just need to find the right vehicle, the right project. Some people want to learn how to, there's one of our members that has shown me, I still have to go and do it, but show me how to have a blockchain. You create a blockchain name that is like your deposit address. It doesn't change. You can use it, and I might not be saying it clearly, but just some different things like that. He wants to learn how to invest in Africa. He is in Africa, and he's open to provide some kind of direction on how we can invest in Africa. So those are some of the feedback I've gotten so far, but I need more feedback on things that you would like to learn and how you can help. Another one is securing the money that we have received. Those are some of the feedback I have received so far. So please, as a form of action, for us to have a win-win situation, send me a direct message of what you would like to learn in 2023 that will help you make money. And then if you have any financial expertise, or if you're involved in any group that is doing well in the investment space, please let me know so that we can leverage that as well. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you guys for your kind attention to that. Okay.
Thank you so much as well.
All right. So let's go into updates for our investments. This is our earn section. I guess before we go into the earn section, were there any questions about what we have just learned? Any questions about what we've just learned? Or comments? Ms. Gladys. Go ahead and unmute.
Hey, Miss Sheila.
Hi.
I'm just so poking because I'm telling you, my brain, I still haven't gotten over what happened. And, I came at the tail end and I literally emptied my kids' account because for me, I was going to do this investment for the children since they're young, so I can save some money for college. So for me to literally empty that account and put the money that I did for this investment, I'm still like deja vu, like beaten. So I went to my Hypernation. I want to ask you this real quick. I went to my Hypernation just to see my assets, right? What I saw in my assets is not even half of what I came in with. So
what you saw your assets is what?
It's not even half of what I came in with.
Okay, so why don't we tackle that at the end?
Okay.
Yes, let's tackle it at the end. We're almost done with the updates. I was just asking if you had questions about what we just learned.
Okay, that's fine. But no, the other thing is, I want to thank the two ladies that just spoke. That's encouraging to know that you can go into Hypernation with like $500. I think it just gave me another thinking right now to see that people that were down like me picked themselves up and decided to take another risk. So with that encouragement, I would do the same with them, like a 500, and I'll call you to see how you can get me to Hypernation. Let me see what comes out of that too.
Too.
Well, let me add to that. Hypernations, they have 3 packages. So the good thing is they will give you 20%. They will give you 20%. So the good thing on Hypernation, you can build up to that 4,800, but coming with 500, it's not going to give you what you want, but at least it will settle your mind to start and you see something coming out. And then you can add, because, my goal was to do the 48 so I can get the maximum. Not everybody can do that, but like my sister started with I think 1,000. So now she's getting ready to build it up to get to the 4,800, because I came in with 4,000 and they gave me 800 points. So they brought it up so I took the advantage. I said, you know what? If I'm supposed to pay 4,800 and they're giving me 800 and I'm only coming with 4,000, so that's what made me to go ahead and just look for the money and start with the 48, and then that way I can collect my 1,000. So if you calculate that in 4 months, you've collected your 4,000, but you can still start with 5. But my advice to you is build it up if you want to see a faster growth from that 0.7%. Because my sister is trying to update her too to get to 4,800. So I know it's not easy. Everybody has, so.
Yeah. Thank you, sister. That's very, very honest. And I love your honesty. Thank you so much. It gives you a clear mind of where to start. And thank you.
And I'll show you guys something for the Christmas event that is going on, something they're doing that can even help with that initial package. Okay. Ms. Gladys, you have a yellow box?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, great. I'll show you something that could help.
Okay, thanks.
Sure.
All
right. Okay. So in terms of Flourishing Legacy Plus, again, if you're not in that group, there's not much happening right now in the group. I just want all of us to who have the mindset of growing together in our investment, not just Hypernation, but all opportunities for us to make money, the money that will bring you to that financial freedom you're looking for. Okay. So we're going to be looking at it from a learn and earn point of view. So that's Flourishing Legacy Plus. So you'll see less and less me posting on the Flourishing Legacy group, because that group we're mixed. Some people are not ready. It's not that they don't want to, but they're just not ready yet. And so I just want to be sensitive to where people are, so that when they are ready, then they can join us in the Flourishing Legacy Plus as we continue to move and explore other investments that will get us to our goals. Now, where are we with the Hyper Recovery Plan, Hyper Cosmos? We're still really in the waiting, the waiting phase, I would say. Now, when I say waiting, there's some questions that are not clear in Hypercosmos. There are two of them. One is, how do we withdraw? That's one. It's not clear. We don't know how. Two, for those who don't have team members, how are they getting rewarded? How do they get rewarded? It's not very clear. And so because we don't know these two things, it's hard for us to have an individual or a group strategy. That's why, as a group, we're waiting for more information from corporate on Hypercosmos. Now, does that mean that you cannot convert your HUs to Hyperbond? You can. You can go ahead and buy a package in Hypercosmos if you like. I did that for my mom's account because I wanted to test it. But as a group, you're not seeing me put out any notice, because normally, as a group, when we want to do a big launch like this, you have times for you to book appointments, and we'll have big group training meetings where we'll do hands-on help for everyone who needs the help. So we're not doing that yet. But I think what you can do is let people on your teams know that Hypercosmos is here. Let them watch the video, let them know that we're waiting for clarity. And then once that clarity comes, we'll be able to move ahead. If they wanted to do something while they waited, they can convert their HUs into Hyperbond. Because that Hyperbond, you will use it in Hypernation to buy a package. You can use it in Hypernation to buy a package. Okay, so that's Hypercosmos. Now, Hypernation, what are the two big things? The first one is the Christmas event, like bundles. And I'm going to probably show you my account so that you can see the bundles. So let me open up my account. So I can show you, Ms. Gladys, I was saying I want to show you how you can take advantage of some other things. Okay. Okay, so now we go to the nation. Everything happens in the nation. You click your NFT. And so you see the Christmas sensation. I'm gonna wait for it to come. Okay. So this Christmas sensation has been going on for a while. The company is providing different bundles of packages you can purchase. It is my understanding that when you buy any of these packages, it comes with some benefits. It could be a booster. It comes with one raffle ticket. That raffle ticket will be drawn during the whimsical event on Saturday. It comes with contribution points. It comes with a complimentary welfare package and a limited edition NFT. Okay, so that means if you buy this, it's $230. Click on it. So it tells you all that it comes with. It says it's open to all HyperNation users. The raffle ticket will be drawn December 16th or December 17th, our time. It comes Christmas NFT on the 2nd. Complimentary welfare can only be activated on the 2nd of January. So they'll give you a complimentary welfare package. It's unlimited. Complimentary welfare subscribers are not entitled to community rewards. Only daily rewards will be given. Okay. It's gonna be daily rewards, which makes sense. So the payment is only in HND from your deposit account and reward account. So you can get the bundle from your deposit account or your reward account. So why is this a big deal? It's a big deal because you get an opportunity to purchase a package at a lower price. This is lower than usual if you wanted to just do this to start testing the waters. All right. Or you can do this or this, because it also comes with other benefits, like I just read before. So for example, Ms. Gladys, if you took this $430, well, this one doesn't include Hyperbond, or you could get it here and you get a smaller package. Okay, everything, it depends on you. Whatever you get here in the Christmas bundle, the beauty about the Christmas bundle is it comes with extra benefits. You could win the raffle and win thousands of USDT. You just don't know. So I think that if you should, and I think this Christmas raffle, since the event is on Friday, on Saturday, if you want to take advantage of these Christmas bundles, you want to do that quickly. Okay, so if you buy any of these bundles, you'll be buying just extra. So since you were talking about 500, I will say you could check out this 430 one and buy it, and then that will credit you this amount in the new year. Okay, just an idea, because that one comes with extra benefits. Another thing that want to make sure that everybody's registered for, it's the Whimsical Conference. This is our conference that they're going to be sharing the new things that will be rolling out, the GameFi and the wallet launch. And we'll have our community leaders speak to us then. So just go to your back office and register. And when you do that, it comes just by registering, you get contribution points. Okay. That's it. Okay. All right. So about our diversify, I'm gonna post in the chat the link to look at all our different diversify projects. And so you can look at that. I'm not gonna go into that today, and our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the recording. I'm gonna post the link and take questions.